Sold by his brothers, betrayed by his family, enslaved in a foreign land. Joseph had lost everything. But God was about to show that he could turn a slave into a successor, that the greatest tests often come right before the greatest victories. The Lord was with Joseph, and he prospered even in Potiphar's house. Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard, saw that the Lord was with Joseph, and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did. But Joseph found favor in Potiphar's eyes and became his attendant. Potiphar put him in charge of his household, and he entrusted to his care everything he owned. From the time Potiphar put Joseph in charge of his household and of all that he owned, the Lord blessed the household of the Egyptian because of Joseph. The blessing of the Lord was on everything Potiphar had, both in the house and in the field. So Potiphar left everything he had in Joseph's care. With Joseph in charge, he did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. Things were finally looking up for Joseph. He had gone from the pit to a position of trust and authority. Now Joseph was well-built and handsome, and after a while his master's wife took notice of Joseph. Day after day she watched him, and what started as attraction became obsession. One day she came to him with a direct proposition: "Come to bed with me." But Joseph refused. With me in charge, he told her, "My master does not concern himself with anything in the house. Everything he owns he has entrusted to my care. No one is greater in this house than I am. My master has withheld nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" And though she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to go to bed with her or even be with her. She wouldn't give up. Every day the same temptation, every day the same pressure. One day Joseph went into the house to attend to his duties, and none of the household servants was inside. Potiphar's wife had been waiting for this moment. She caught him by his cloak and said, "Come to bed with me." But Joseph left his cloak in her hand and ran out of the house. He chose his integrity over his comfort, his character over his career, his God over his circumstances. When she saw that he had left his cloak in her hand and had run out of the house, her attraction turned to rage. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She called her household servants and said, "Look, this Hebrew has been brought to us to make sport of us. He came in here to sleep with me, but I screamed. When he heard me scream for help, he left his cloak beside me and ran out of the house." She kept his cloak beside her until his master came home. Then she told him the same story. When Potiphar heard the story, his wife told him, saying, "This is how your slave treated me." He burned with anger. Joseph had done the right thing, and now he was being punished for it. Potiphar took Joseph and put him in prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined. From Potiphar's trusted manager to prison inmate, from freedom to chains. Again, Joseph must have wondered, "God, where are you? I did the right thing. I refused to sin against you, and this is what I get." But while Joseph was there in the prison, the Lord was with him. The Lord showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in the prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. The warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care, because the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. The same pattern repeated. Joseph was faithful. God gave him favor. Joseph was promoted. Even in prison, God was preparing him. Sometime later, Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker offended the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was angry with his two officials and put them in custody in the same prison where Joseph was confined. The captain of the guard assigned them to Joseph, and he attended them. After they had been in custody for some time, each of the two men had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own. When Joseph came to them the next morning, he saw that they were dejected. "Why do you look so sad today?" he asked. "We both had dreams," they answered, "but there is no one to interpret them." Joseph's response revealed his heart. "Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me your dreams." The chief cupbearer told Joseph his dream. "In my dream I saw a vine in front of me, and on the vine were 3 branches. As soon as it budded, it blossomed, and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes, squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and put the cup in his hand. This is what it means." Joseph said to him, "The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand, just as you used to do when you were his cupbearer. But when all goes well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this prison. I was forcibly carried off from the land of the Hebrews, and even here I have done nothing to deserve being put in a dungeon." When the chief baker saw that Joseph had given a favorable interpretation, he said to Joseph, "I too had a dream. On my head were 3 baskets of bread. In the top basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head." Joseph's interpretation was grim. This is what it means. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and impale your body on a pole, and the birds will eat away your flesh. 3 days later, on Pharaoh's birthday, everything happened exactly as Joseph said. Pharaoh restored the chief cupbearer to his position, and he once again put the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he impaled the chief baker just as Joseph had said. The chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph. He forgot him. 2 more years Joseph sat in that prison, waiting, hoping, wondering if God had forgotten him too. He had interpreted dreams correctly. He had helped the cupbearer. He had asked for help, and nothing happened. Joseph had been betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused by Potiphar's wife, forgotten by the cupbearer. He had done everything right and lost everything. But Joseph didn't know that his darkest hour was just before his dawn. God wasn't late. God was right on time, and Pharaoh was about to have a dream that would change everything. The slave was about to become a ruler. The prisoner was about to become a prince. And those dreams from his youth, They were about to come true in ways no one could have imagined. Subscribe, like, and comment for more inspiring and uplifting Bible stories.